Before the opening bell, U.S. futures remain on the upside after closing higher yesterday as investors they were encouraged by comments by U.S. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell that he would keep lawmakers in D.C. until a stimulus package deal is reached. Now the indices closed up on Tuesday, lifted by shares in tech, hardware and equipment, utilities as well as energy sectors, all as 91% of S&P 500 constituents traded higher yesterday. Now after the markets closed, Twitter in the headlines, gaining ground as the stock was upgraded to overweight from neutral over at J.P. Morgan. And then Pfizer downgraded to sector perform from outperform over at RBC. And Moderna also in the headlines, downgraded to equal weight from overweight over at Morgan Stanley. Now, taking a look at today's market action, there's no major earnings expected, but on the economic docket, it's a bit busy. Before the opening bell, we have the release of the MBA mortgage applications, and then we have the release of U.S. retail sales figures. That will then be followed by market composite PMI reads, services PMI, and manufacturing PMI reads, and then we have the housing market index. In the afternoon hours, we have the release of the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision. Taking a look now at the markets, the S&P 500 sees the bias remain bullish, and that's in focus. The relative strength index bullish and calling for further advance. Long positions above 36.78 are favored with targets at 37.07 and 37.25 in extension. Moving on, the Nasdaq sees a bullish bias above 12,530, while the Dow Jones sees the bias remain bullish.